Listen carefully. This is not a coincidence. You didn't click this video by accident. Jesus Christ is speaking to you today. You may be tired, you may feel broken, you may feel invisible to the world, but hear this clearly. Heaven sees you. God knows your pain, and Jesus has not forgotten you. Before people walked away, before doors closed, before life became heavy, Jesus was already planning your breakthrough. When life feels heavy, listen carefully. If your heart feels tired, this message is for you. There are seasons in life when everything feels heavy. You wake up with hope, but go to sleep with questions. You pray, but the silence feels louder than the answer. You smile in front of people, but inside you are fighting battles no one sees. Jesus says to you today, I know your pain, I see your tears, I have not forgotten you. You may feel like you are carrying too much. Responsibilities, pressure, expectations, fear. But remember this truth, God never places a burden on you without placing strength inside you first. When life feels heavy, it doesn't mean God has left. It means God is strengthening you. Think about this. A muscle grows only when it is stretched. Gold is purified only in fire, and faith is built only in difficult seasons. Jesus himself faced heaviness. In the garden, his soul was troubled, yet he trusted the Father completely. So when your heart feels weak, don't run away from God. Run to him. Jesus says, Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Your struggle is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that something greater is being prepared. Hold on, stay faithful. Even when life feels heavy, God is working behind the scenes. Jesus knows your battle. You may think no one understands what you are going through. People see your smile, but they don't see your scars. They hear your words, but they don't feel your pain. But listen carefully. Jesus knows your battle. He knows the nights you cried silently. He knows the prayers you whispered when you had no strength left. He knows the moments when you almost gave up, but didn't. Jesus was rejected. He was mocked. He was betrayed by those he loved. So when you feel rejected, remember, he understands. Jesus says to you today, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Your battle may be with fear. Your battle may be with temptation. Your battle may be with loneliness, doubt, or disappointment. But hear this truth. You are not fighting alone. The enemy wants you to believe you are weak. But Jesus says, My power is made perfect in your weakness. Your weakness is not the end of your story. It is the place where God's strength will be revealed. When people walk away, Jesus stays. When doors close, Jesus becomes the door. When your heart feels tired, Jesus becomes your rest. He says, Do not be afraid. Take courage. I have overcome the world. So don't give up in the middle of the fight. Don't quit in the middle of the storm. Because the same Jesus who calmed the sea is walking with you right now. And this battle you are facing will not break you. It will build you.
Fear, anxiety, and doubt. Listen closely. Fear is loud, but God's voice is stronger. Fear tells you, what if you fail? Anxiety whispers, what if it gets worse? Doubt asks, what if God doesn't show up? But Jesus stands before you and says, Peace be with you. Fear comes when you look at the storm. Faith rises when you look at Jesus. Peter sank only when he took his eyes off Christ. As long as he looked at Jesus, he walked on water. And today, Jesus is saying to you, Look at me, not at the waves. Anxiety tries to control tomorrow. But Jesus says, Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. You are stressing over things God already has under control. Doubt says you are not enough. Jesus says, You are chosen. You are loved. You are mine. Remember this. The enemy attacks your mind before he attacks your destiny. That's why you must guard your thoughts. Replace fear with faith. Replace worry with prayer. Replace doubt with God's promises. Jesus did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So when fear rises at night, call his name. When anxiety tightens your chest, whisper his name. When doubt clouds your heart, declare his name. Because at the name of Jesus, every fear must bow. You are not losing. You are learning to trust. And faith will always be stronger than fear. Listen very carefully. This part is not for everyone. This is for those who are tired of waiting. You have been praying for change, praying for breakthrough, praying for one clear sign from God. And the waiting is hurting you. You ask yourself, why is it taking so long? Why am I still here? Did God forget me? But Jesus says to you today, my timing is perfect even when you don't understand it. We live in a world of speed. Instant messages, instant success, instant results. But God does not work in haste. God works in purpose. Before Joseph wore the crown, he wore chains. Before David sat on the throne, he hid in caves. Before Jesus was resurrected, he was crucified. Delay is not denial. Delay is development. God uses the waiting season to build your character, strengthen your faith, and prepare your heart for what you prayed for. If God gave you everything too early, it would destroy you. So he waits. He shapes you. He teaches you to trust him, even when nothing makes sense. Jesus says, those who remain in me will bear much fruit. Not those who rush. Not those who quit. But those who remain. Right now, it may feel like nothing is happening. But underground roots are growing. You don't see roots. But without roots, the tree falls in the storm. God is giving you deep roots. So when success comes, you won't be destroyed by it. You are not being ignored. You are being prepared. Some prayers are answered immediately. Some prayers are answered slowly. Some prayers are answered differently. But no prayer spoken in faith is ever wasted. Jesus sees every tear you cry in private, every silent prayer, every moment you chose faith over fear. And he says, at the right time I will lift you up. Not your time. Not their time. God's time. Stop comparing your journey to others. Their race is different. Their calling is different. Their timing is different. What God has for you cannot be taken by anyone else. If it hasn't happened yet, it means your story is still being written. So wait. But don't wait with frustration. Wait with faith. Wait with obedience. Wait with expectation. Because suddenly, when you least expect it, God will open doors no one can close. And when it happens, you will look back and say, now I understand why God made me wait. Healing for the broken heart. Listen with your heart now. This part is for those who are hurting silently. Some wounds don't bleed. Some pain doesn't have words. Some heartbreaks are hidden behind smiles. You trusted someone and they left. You loved deeply and it broke you. You gave your best and it wasn't enough. And you asked God, why did this happen to me? Jesus answers gently, I am close to the brokenhearted. When people walk away, Jesus draws closer. When your heart feels shattered, he does not judge you. He does not rush you. He heals you. Jesus himself was betrayed with a kiss, abandoned by friends, left alone in his darkest hour. So when your heart breaks, remember he understands your pain deeply. Healing does not happen overnight. First, God holds you. Then he restores you. Sometimes God allows heartbreak, not to destroy you, but to protect you from what you could not see. What hurt you did not come to end you. It came to teach you, strengthen you, and redirect you. Jesus says, give me your heart and I will give you peace. You don't need to hide your pain from God. Cry if you need to cry. Rest if you need to rest. Healing begins when you stop blaming yourself for what you couldn't control. Your heart will love again. Your soul will trust again. Your life will smile again. This pain is not permanent. This season is not final. God is not removing joy from your life. He is removing what was breaking you. And one day, your story will heal someone else. Because the same God who allowed the wound is also the God Who will heal it completely, your purpose and inner strength? Listen carefully. If you ever felt useless, this part is for you. There are moments when life makes you question your worth. You try hard yet feel unseen. You give your best yet feel unappreciated. And slowly a voice whispers, maybe I don't matter. But Jesus says clearly, you were created on purpose for a purpose. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not late. Before people knew your name, God knew your destiny. The reason life attacked you so hard is because what is inside you is dangerous to darkness. The enemy does not fight empty vessels. He fights chosen ones. Every scar you carry is proof that God kept you alive for a reason. Jesus says, let your light shine. Your past does not disqualify you. It prepares you. Your failures do not define you. They refine you. Your weakness is not shameful. It is the place where God's power flows through you. You don't need to become someone else. God will use you as you are. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Your obedience matters. Even when you feel small, heaven is watching. When you pray in secret, God moves in public. When you stay faithful in the dark, God trusts you with the light. You are stronger than you think, because God lives inside you. So rise up. Stop doubting yourself. Stop underestimating what God can do through you. Jesus believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. And this purpose inside you will come alive. At the right time, don't quit, keep going. Listen to this carefully. If you feel like giving up, this message is for you. There are days when you are tired not because of work, but because of life. You are tired of trying, tired of hopping, tired of being strong. And quitting feels easier than continuing. But Jesus looks at you and says, don't quit now. You didn't come this far to stop here. The enemy whispers, it's over. But Jesus declares, it is not finished. Remember this truth. Breakthrough often comes one step after the moment you want to quit. Jesus fell on the road to the cross. Not once, not twice, 3 times. But he got up again. Not because it was easy, but because your future depended on it. And today he tells you, get up, I am with you. Your tears are not weakness. They are proof that you care. Your pain is not pointless. It is shaping perseverance inside you. Even when progress feels slow, God is still moving. If you can still pray, you can still move forward. If you can still breathe, God is not done with you. Don't quit because of one bad season. Seasons change. Don't quit because of rejection. Rejection is often redirection. Don't quit because you feel alone. Jesus is walking with you, even when you don't feel him. Hold on. Stand firm. Keep going. Because the same God who carried you through the storm will also lead you to the shore. And one day you will look back and say, I'm glad I didn't quit. Miracles, faith, and new beginning. Listen very carefully. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of something new. You may feel weak right now. You may feel empty. You may feel like nothing will ever change. But Jesus says, with God all things are possible. Miracles do not begin with strength. They begin with faith. Even a small faith can move mountains. Jesus healed the sick. He opened blind eyes. He raised the dead. And that same power is still alive today. What looks impossible to you is simple for God. What you call the end, God calls a new start. Jesus says to you today, rise, your faith has made you whole. Your past is forgiven. Your present is in God's hands. Your future is secure. Don't define your life by your worst moment. God defines you by his love. Doors that were closed will open suddenly. Chains that held you will break. Joy will return. Peace will fill your heart. And you will know this was God's hand. So lift your head. Lift your faith. Lift your voice. Say this from your heart. Jesus, I trust you. And remember this forever. God is not done with you yet. Your miracle is closer than you think. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. Jesus is alive. Faith is rising. And your best days are ahead.